Welcome to episode 14 of the Career Campus Pod. Today we're going to be talking about the fracturing of international development, a brutal period for careers in the sector. For people who may not know, this podcast is generally for members of the PCDN Career Campus, the one-stop shop for all things impact careers. This is a podcast generated in a combination of human and AI research. The voice is AI generated. This is to complement our existing social change career podcast. And we do this to help as many people as possible in the impact sector. Please let us know your feedback, your tips, other topics you'd like us to share in the future. We put this out on a regular basis. You can find a whole bunch of other episodes by joining the Career Campus. And thank you so much.
Chapter 1: The Fracturing of Development, a Brutal Period for Careers. The global development sector is undergoing a seismic shift that is dismantling traditional career paths and reshaping the industry. Massive funding cuts, layoffs, technological disruption, and the prioritization of profit over people have created an environment of uncertainty for professionals. This is not a temporary storm. It is a systemic transformation that will define the future of work in development and beyond. For many, this will be a brutal period requiring resilience, adaptability, and strategic planning. The scale of destruction. The devastation in the development sector is unprecedented, with widespread program cancellations, layoffs, and funding reductions. USAID cuts. The U.S., historically a cornerstone of global development funding, has frozen $60 billion in USAID contracts. Over 90% of projects have been halted, leaving thousands of aid workers unemployed and critical programs abandoned. Contractors like Chemonix and Dye have furloughed 60 to 70% of their workforce. European funding reductions. Countries such as the UK, Germany, Switzerland, and France have collectively reduced billions from their aid budget. Global ripple effects. The U.S.'s withdrawal from multilateral organizations like the World Health Organization, WHO, has disrupted health initiatives worldwide. Combined with European cuts, this leaves vulnerable populations without access to essential services. These cuts reflect a broader trend. Governments are increasingly prioritizing domestic agendas or aligning aid with geopolitical interests rather than humanitarian needs. This retreat from global commitments has left NGOs scrambling to adapt to shrinking budgets while laying off staff at an alarming rate. 4 major disruptions reshaping development careers. 1. Budget cutbacks. The scale of funding reductions across governments and private donors is staggering. Programs in health, education, infrastructure, and crisis response are being halted or scaled back dramatically. Professionals dependent on donor-funded roles are experiencing widespread layoffs as organizations struggle to adjust to shrinking budgets. 2. AI growth and job displacement. Artificial intelligence, AI, is transforming industries globally, including development work. Administrative roles, such as coordination, scheduling, and data entry, are rapidly being automated, displacing thousands of workers. AI fluency is becoming essential for professionals as organizations integrate machine learning into project design, monitoring, and evaluation processes. Traditional tasks are being streamlined or eliminated entirely, leaving many professionals struggling to transition into new roles. 3. Widespread layoffs across sectors. Layoffs are not confined to development alone. They are occurring across multiple industries. Government downsizing due to budget constraints, tech companies shedding tens of thousands of jobs amidst economic instability, NGOs reducing staff as donor commitments shrink. 4. Concentration of capital and profit motive. A growing focus on profit over people is driving decisions in development funding and corporate strategy. Large corporations dominate decision-making on infrastructure projects based on return on investment calculations rather than social value. Financialization of aid, where funding models prioritize investment returns over community impact, is becoming the norm. Wealth concentration among elites distorts priorities for public service provision and undermines efforts to create decent work or protect workers' rights. This shift toward profit-driven models exacerbates inequality while sidelining labor rights and participatory decision-making. Emerging opportunities in impact-focused fields. Despite the challenges, there are still areas showing potential growth. 1. AI for social good specialists. Professionals who design AI solutions addressing health disparities or environmental challenges are increasingly sought after. AI's projected $20 trillion impact on the global economy highlights its potential to transform disaster response systems and expedite drug trials while driving smarter urban planning initiatives. Number 2. Digital health innovators. The healthcare sector remains robust due to aging populations and technological advancements. Roles such as telehealth specialists or digital diagnostics developers offer promising opportunities for impact-driven professionals seeking stability in a growing field. 3. Sustainable finance experts. Impact investing and green finance models are expanding rapidly as stakeholders align investments with sustainability goals. ESG-compliant funds are projected to reach $34 trillion by 2026, a clear sign that sustainable finance is both an ethical imperative. Numbers are 4. Climate tech entrepreneurs. Developing technologies that combat climate change, such as renewable energy solutions or carbon capture systems, is a booming field with significant investment potential. 5. Impact measurement analysts. Using data analytics to quantify outcomes in social programs is increasingly critical as organizations compete for limited resources. However, even these fields face uncertainties due to broader economic trends like gigification and automation. The reality of good enough jobs. For many professionals in the development sector, this period will demand hard choices about career paths. Securing a good enough job, a role that provides financial stability even if it's not ideal, may be necessary during this turbulent time. A good enough job might mean taking on temporary administrative roles or frontline positions in sectors like healthcare or logistics. These jobs may not align with long-term aspirations, but can provide breathing room to reassess goals while maintaining financial stability. Simone Stolzoff's concept of the good enough job emphasizes sufficiency over perfection, focusing on roles that support your life rather than defining it. This approach can help professionals navigate uncertain times without succumbing to burnout or despair. Upskilling for survival. To remain competitive in this shifting landscape, professionals must embrace continuous learning. AI fluency. Courses on machine learning applications, available on platforms like Coursera or edX, can help bridge skill gaps in this critical area. Data analysis and visualization. Training in tools like Tableau or Python can enhance monitoring and evaluation capabilities. Fundraising and grant writing. Skills in securing resources will remain indispensable as organizations compete for shrinking donor funds. Climate adaptation strategies. Certifications in sustainability or renewable energy management can open doors to emerging opportunities. Joining peer networks such as PCDN's Career Campus or DVEX can provide insights into trends while fostering connections with others navigating similar. Navigating financial uncertainty during career transitions requires careful planning. 1. Create an emergency budget covering essential expenses like housing, food, healthcare, and utilities. 2. Build an emergency fund equivalent to 6 to 12 months' worth of expenses if possible. 3. Explore financial assistance programs such as unemployment benefits or local support initiatives. 4. Consider negotiating temporary payment deferrals with creditors if needed. Taking care of yourself during transitions. Career transitions can be emotionally taxing, especially when layoffs or systemic changes force unplanned shifts. 1. Recognize that it's not you, it's the system driving these disruptions. 2. Prioritize mental health by seeking support from counselors or peer groups navigating similar challenges. 3. Celebrate small wins during your transition journey, whether it's completing an online course or securing an informational interview to maintain motivation. The most challenging periods for professionals across industries, especially international development. This moment requires difficult decisions about career paths. Securing a decent enough job may be necessary while building resilience for long-term growth. Focus on transferable skills like AI fluency or climate adaptation strategies while leveraging networks such as PCDN.Global or DivX for guidance during transitions. This isn't about instant success. It's about surviving systemic upheaval while preparing for an uncertain future shaped by rapid change and increasing precarity in work structures. Worldwide,